I do not edit often, but that doesn't mean that I cannot edit. As I try to figure out what my niche or my lane here is, I'm just going to start recording all of the things that I do and see what content we can create. With that being said, welcome to Tuesdays. And on Tuesdays, we get our food from HelloFresh. Today's HelloFresh meal is mango salsa pork tacos. This meal should allegedly take me 30 minutes to cook. It should take me 10 minutes to prep. I have never been a YouTube girl. This year, I've been trying to figure out what to do with my content with the demise of the social sites and all of the things that are going in the world, and just trying to honestly stretch a muscle. For me, stretching a muscle looks like practicing my edit skills and making content for YouTube. I do not edit often, but that doesn't mean that I cannot edit. I choose not to. I prefer to tell other people how I want things edited so they can edit for me. I really want no parts of those things. I understand how that sounds, but I've never personally seen edit as my ministry or my skill set. One of the things that I am good at is talking. I can talk my ASS off while I make these meals. We can all talk and get to know each other. The sweet little voice that you hear in the background is my son Alex. He actually turns 3 this week on Thursday. Soon my daughter will be downstairs making a bunch of noise, or maybe she'll stay upstairs. I am what I like to call a jade of many trades. There are a couple of things that I can do well. I am married to my lovely husband, Tamario. Him and I eloped in a very beautiful wedding ceremony in the Poconos, December 4th of 2021. We just celebrated 3 years of marriage, and this year, we'll be celebrating 4 years of marriage. That's my dog. If you know, you know. This year is a year for me where I kind of need to figure it out. I need to figure it out as a business owner. I need to figure it out as a person who likes to make content, what that looks like for me in an efficient way. And I need to, as I said before, stretch my muscles of creating, stretch my muscles of editing. And I mean that as like stretch my muscles as a sole creator. If I had no money and I had no resources and I had to do it all on my own, how would I figure it out and how would I do it? No, I'm very much grateful for the people that are in my network that offer their expertise, offer their advice. Like, I have no shortage of friends who have always been there to show up for me and offer their advice and offer their support. And I am, of course, super grateful to all of those people. I posted a cooking video the other day, and also while I've been making this content, while you make content, you kind of got to consume your own content. So you look at what works, what doesn't work, what you like, what you don't like. I made a cooking video yesterday, and I was like, well, let me just record. And I did just that. Well, it wasn't yesterday, like 2 days ago. I did just that. I recorded, but I literally was not talking. I was not saying anything, which forced me to have to do a voiceover over it. And I was like, I don't really want to be doing voiceovers. This feels more natural for me. It is currently snowing here in Georgia after a long 3-day weekend, which means that my kids were home on Monday, which was yesterday, because it was MLK Day. RIP to the big dog MLK. And then we have to go get them early from school today because it's snowing and the state of Georgia just shuts down, like, just because. Please, party people, give me a break. School's being shut down, the roads are shut down, it's dangerous to be outside, so I get it for people's safety, but also, like, open the school. You feel me? School is essential. My kids need to learn. I'm also trying to watch Hell's Kitchen. While I do this, I consume a tons of cooking content and cooking shows. One of the things that I enjoy doing is cooking. I cook 5, maybe sometimes 6 days a week. It just depends on what's going on. So if I could figure out a groove for creating my cooking content, what I make up for dinner, 3 out of those days is always going to be HelloFresh. So you're always going to see that. I think this year is going to be just interesting in general with the climate of the world, all the things that are happening. What's next? What's the right thing to do? What's the wrong thing to do? Who the hell knows, okay? It's like scary, scary times out here. So what I would like to do is for us to create a little digital community and try to figure it out together, guys. Because I'm struggling over here. But allegedly, we're all going to figure it out, okay? Allegedly. I have learned that making content for myself is not as easy as it seems. Shout out to all of the creators that are making content and that do this on a daily basis and literally make it look like it is the easiest thing in the world. How the hell are you doing it? That is the question that I want to know. But also, I will say some of my favorite people that create content, their significant other is likely a creative producer or also create some type of content or is like their editor or their videographer. And I'm like, shout out to y'all, okay? My husband about to go into training. I told him this year he is going into media and content training. I'm teaching him the ropes and he got to get with it. He got to get with it. For the people that do not know my husband, they think that he is quiet and he doesn't say much. Baby, let me tell you something, okay? He is the exact opposite of quiet and doesn't say much. He is very opinionated about a lot of things. So I think it will be interesting to add him to my content making and into this content space because I think y'all will be pleasantly surprised. And honestly, people might like him more than they like me. He's quite an interesting guy, if I'm being quite honest. Say my work from home outfit is brought to you by a dress and a sweater on top of it because I had some meetings. On this dress, I usually wear to bed or I like wear it around the house. On days when I have it on and I'm not leaving the house, then I just throw a sweater on top of it and take my meeting. Who's gonna judge me? Towards the end of last year, HelloFresh kind of became my jam as grocery prices go up and also as I want to like learn how to make new meals and new combinations of things. HelloFresh has been extremely, extremely, extremely helpful for me to learn new meals, expand my palettes. Of course, I have like my favorite go-to HelloFresh meals that if it's an option for me to order that week, I'm going to order it. We team HelloFresh around here. I always have to double check to make sure I added the right ingredients sometimes. Because sometimes the instructions be in paragraphs and I need it to be in bullet points for each thing that you need me to do because I'll just be confused as hell. I'm excited about this year. I'm excited about all, like the fact that it's a new year and it can be new things that can happen for me this year. There's an excitement about that. There's also like a worry because with new year, new things can happen. You just never know what the year is going to hold for you. There is literally no way to ever know. So we're just going to hope and pray for good things. I mean, and I believe that the year is going to hold good things for me. Don't get me wrong. Jesus ain't brought me this far to be like, oh, 2025, I'm going to throw you out to the wolves. That's the big homie. I don't think he would do me like that. Like, you feel me? Just trying to figure it out, guys. Trying to figure it out. Now, the best part. Get it, put it up. It's literally always the perfect amount of food. That's one thing Abby will do is just go upstairs and just go to sleep.
Al, what you doing?
Huh?
What you doing? What you doing in your room? What you watching?
She's in her room watching TV, Dad. She said she's watching kid stuff.
What doing what? kids
when
doing?
she says she's watching kid stuff, that means she's probably watching something she's not supposed to be watching.
I gotta pee. I said what the kids doing. I gotta pee, okay? Abigail Jordan. I need a pee. Who are you talking to like that?
Ooh. I think she just closed the door on her dad. I feel like I was supposed to add lime juice to like one of the. Oh. Probably to the salsa. I don't know if I added lime to that. Whoa, well. Here we go. All right. Bon appetit tacos are served. Boom. Here you go, Daddy.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Yup. Mm-hmm.